Hi, welcome again. In this video, we are going to talk about the strings in detail. In Python, strings are arrays of bytes representing Unicode characters. Or we can also define strings as strings or the sequence of characters. Anything we write inside the single quote, double quote or triple single quotes or double quotes will be treated as strings. Let us begin understanding the strings in detail. The object available to create or convert string is string. Okay, we write it as string, str. But we also have a module called string. Okay, this is the string object, whereas this full form string is nothing but a module. So we talk about this string module later, but let us talk about how to create the strings and how to work with the strings using this str object. Many times we have already discussed about strings informally. So here we are learning in detail informal, means knowing everything on strings. First, I would like to create a string named Prithvi Raja, my name itself, and I will assign this string to the variable named string1. Now the string1 variable contains the string Prithvi Raja space L. This is my name. Python does not have a character data type, hence single character is called as a string with a length of 1. For example, if we create the single character like P, it has the length 1, but it will be treated as a string. Empty strings can be created without any characters, but only with the quotes, either single quote, double quote or triple single quotes or double quotes. In interpreter, if we call the variable with its name, the interpreter will display the value assigned to it. But in the editor, we need to use the print statement in order to display the value assigned to the variable. Suppose if we try to execute this, the control flow or the program flow has been evaluated the variable string1, but it is not displaying. So here we need to use the print statement. So now we can see the output. So as we have discussed already, strings can be created with single quote or double quotes like this one. Inside the double quote or within 3 single quotes or 3 double quotes. So these are all the strings. Okay, if we use triple quote, either 3 single triple quotes or 3 double quotes, we can create multiple lines without having to use the backslash or backslash n, which are used to create the next line or multiple lines. For example, here I would like to create string 4 or string underscore multiple lines. Okay, inside the triple quote I would like to create a string. For example, hi, welcome to Python for engineers. Next, I would like to enter multiple line by pressing enter from beginners to advanced level. If I print this string underscore ml multiple lines, then here you can see the multiple lines created inside the 3 double quotes. Let us place this back to the beginning position of the line, then save it and execute. So here we can see multiple lines. So these triple quotes are used to create the doc strings inside the user defined functions. We will talk about the functions and user defined functions later in our course, and where we will be discussing about the doc strings. But for now, you please remember that we can create doc strings using either 3 single quotes or double quotes. Before we deal with the strings in detail, let us get the details of string data type or object with the help of the help and directory methods. Help on strings. If I evaluate this help and then inside the parenthesis str string object, then if you look at here, we have got the detailed summary of the string object. So here it says help on class string. So string is of type class. In module built-ins means it is an built-in module inside. It is inside the built-in modules, and it is of type class object. Everything in Python is an object. So class is an object, function is an object, everything. So look at here, string, and then we can create the string with the string object, that is str. So we need to use object, and inside the single quote or double quote we can insert a string inside the parenthesis str, and then inside the parenthesis we can use string to create a string object. So it gives the details on this string object, what are the attributes available, methods and attributes which are available for this string object str. Here you can see the different methods. But this help option gives the details with the definitions of each method or attribute. But to get these methods and attributes in the form of a summary, we can use directory method dir, and then place the string inside the dir method and then print using the print statement. So this will give all the attributes and methods available for this string object. So here we can see a list of attributes and methods available for string. They are placed inside this list. Okay, let us check what it is. Type, it is list. Okay, list of attributes and methods. Let us see the total number of attributes and methods available for string using the length method. There are 80, okay, including methods and attributes. These are built-in methods and attributes available for strings. So as I said earlier, we can create string using the string object. For example, here I would like to create the string using the string object str, and inside you can see the parameter object is equal to, within the single quote or double quote we can insert a string, for example my name. Once again, and let us print this string created with the string object. We can use attributes like length, add and other methods to work with the strings. All the methods which are having underscore are also known as the attributes, and all the methods which are not having the underscore are called as an methods. Let us use the length attribute to see how it works. For example, here I would like to use on the string Prithvi dot underscore underscore sorry length, so length function, and let us run this code to see what happens. So it gives the total number of characters in the string. This length attribute gives the total number of characters inside the string. Let us use the add method or the attribute to add string to an existing string. For example, Prithvi dot underscore underscore add function, and inside that we can insert one more string. For example, Raja space L. So this add attribute will add two strings and return as a stringle string. Okay, so Prithvi is added with Raja space L. So we got Prithvi Raja space L. So this is how we can use these attributes. We talk about the remaining attributes later. Let us move on to the methods available on strings. So these are the methods: capitalize, casefold, center, count, and the last method is gfill. Let us take out these methods and place here. Methods without underscore. Okay. Just place inside the square bracket to treat them as a list of methods. Let us print the length of these methods. There are 47 methods without underscore. Let us begin with the capitalize method, and we will discuss all these methods one by one. Let us begin with the capitalize method. This capitalize method will return the string as it is, but it will make the sentence as capitalized. So we know that when we make the sentence as capitalized, the first character of the string or sentence will be capitalized, means it will be made as an upper letter. For example, here I have a string 3 is equal to hi, welcome to Python for engineers. Look at here, the first character is not in capital form. Okay, it is small letter, not the capital letter. Now if we use the capitalize method on this string 3 dot capitalize, Then we will get a different string which has no characters modified, but only the thing is the first character will be made capital and it makes the sentence as an capitalized one. Let us run this code to see how it works. So look at here, it has made the first character as capital 1 and then all other characters as small letters. All other characters are in lowercase, whereas the first character is in uppercase. Next we have Casefold method. Okay. Let us talk about the Casefold method. This Casefold method is used to convert string to lowercase. It is similar to the lower method, which is available here, but this Casefold removes all the case distinctions present in a string. And this Casefold method does not take any parameters. It returns the case folded string, means the string converted to lowercase. For example, here I have a string called string4 is equal to, let us print my name in different format with Raja space L is my name. If we use Casefold on this string4, then we will get this string in the form of lowercase letters. Okay. Here you can see the output. All the characters are in lowercase. So this Casefold method helps to convert everything to lowercase. If you have a string with mixed type of characters, means upper and lowercase characters, like the one we are using here. Next we have a center method. This center method will create and returns a new string that is padded with the specified characters. So if we look at the syntax, as string dot center center and then it has length commas fill character. Here the length is nothing but the length of the string after padding with the characters, and fill character is an optional argument or parameter This fill character is nothing but the number of characters which need to be padded. If it is not padded, then space is taken as the default argument or parameter. So this center method returns a string padded with specified fill characters, and it does not modify the original string. Let us look at the center method. Without any parameter for the fill character. Let us create one string for this. String 5 is equal to hi, welcome to Python for engineers. Let us check the length of the characters which are in string 5. Totally we have 35 characters in this string. Okay, hi, welcome to Python for engineers. If we use center on this method, string 5 dot center with the length as, for example, 100. So look at here, totally we have 35 characters, and when we are using the center method, we are using the length of the characters as 100. If we run this code, here you can see how the sentence has been made to center. So here you can see the spaces, and here also you can see the spaces after this sentence. This string is in center, followed by the spaces before and after. This is because we have not used any special character for the fill character, either string or special character for this parameter. Let us copy this, and this time use the special character as fill character as star. Now let us run this code. So here you can see the padding of this character means star. This sentence is in middle, means the sentence is padded with the special character star, and it is in center. So what happens if we provide the length of the characters which is less than the number of characters of the original string, for example 20. So we know that the total characters in the string are 35. If we provide 20 which is less than the original length of the string, then the string will not be made as center. because the total number of characters are greater than the length of the characters we have provided for the center method. So that's why the string has been kept as it is. Okay, there is no modification for this string. String has been placed as it is. Let us talk about the count method. This count function is an inbuilt function in Python programming language for the string that returns the number of occurrences of a substring in the given string. The syntax of this count is like this: string.count. Inside we have three parameters: substring, start, and then end. The starting index and the ending index are optional, but substring is mandatory. So the mandatory parameter is substring. This substring is nothing but the string whose count is to be found in the original string. The optional parameters are nothing but start and end. This substring is nothing but the string whose count is to be found. So this count method returns an integer that denotes the number of times a substring occurs in a given string. For example, let us create a string called as string 6. Look at this string. Here Python has been repeated 2 times. Let us check the length of this string now. String 6. Totally we have 54 characters in this string. Let us use the count method. So look at here, it takes string and optional start and end arguments or parameters. Let us use the substring as Python and the starting index as 0 and the ending index to count the substring occurrence as 60. Totally we have 54 characters. So 54 plus 6 is nothing but 60. So we are using end index is greater than the number of characters present in the string. If we run this code, so here we can see within the starting index and the ending index, the substring Python has occurred 2 times. Let us check the length of the string up to here. So we have 18 characters up to here. Hi, welcome to Python. THON has been left. Okay. Suppose if we use index which is less than this total characters of the string, okay, 18 with respect to this string substring, okay. For example, 20. Look at here. Up to here, the total number of characters are 18 and H is 19 and O is 20 and N is nothing but 21. So up to hi, welcome to Python has 21 characters, but we have provided 20 and we are asking to find the substring Python between the starting index as 0 and the ending index as 20. Let us run this code and see what happens. So, sorry. So we got 0. Because the ending index is excluded in this count method and the starting index is included. So this Python substring cannot be found though the ending index hi, welcome to Python ends at 21 because the ending index has been excluded. So within that we can't able to find the substring Python because up to 20 the substring is Python only, okay, N is not included. That's why it returns 0. Let us change the ending index as 24 and see what happens. So look at here, we got 1. So this is how the count method works. Here the logic is the starting index and the ending index must include the substring, okay. If the starting index and the ending index, in between the starting index and the ending index, if the substring is not found, then it returns 0. In this example, suppose if I use the starting index as 20 and the ending index as 54, as we have seen the total characters are 54, and if we run this code, then we will get 1 because between the starting index 20 which exists here at n position and then up to the 54 characters at or, okay, popular at the end of the character or. Between this n to or we have one Python substring. That's why it is returning only 1. Suppose if we use the starting index as, for example, 10 instead of 20, and if we run this code once again, then we got 2 because 10 is here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. E. From here, after E, up to the end R. So we have 2 Python substrings. So this is how the count methods works on string. Next we have the Endswith method. This Endswith method has the syntax string dot Endswith, and inside the parenthesis it has 3 parameters: suffix, comma, start, and then end. Suffix is nothing but a string that needs to be checked, okay, ends with, whether this substring ends with or not. So thus substring is nothing but a suffix, and start is nothing but starting position from where suffix is needed to be checked within the string. Starting index, okay, from where the substring is needed to be checked, and ending position +1 is the parameter from where the substring is to be checked within the string. So start is nothing but the starting index, and end is nothing but the ending index or ending position. So index is also called as position in Python. So start means starting position and end means the ending position from where the suffix is needed to be checked within the string. This ends with method returns true, boolean expression true, if the string ends with the given suffix, otherwise returns false. Suppose if we do not use the start and end index, then by default it takes 0 as the starting index and length -1, length of the characters -1 as the ending index, where the ending index is not included in our search. So ending index is excluded. That's why we are saying the ending position is length -1, means the length of the characters -1, similar to the count method. In end, the ending position is excluded, okay. We need to find the substring within the starting position and the length -1 position of the original string. For example, here I have a string cut here. This is the string. Let us take out this string. and call it as an 7. This string ends with the substring popular or suffix popular. So it also ends with AR, it also ends with LAR, it also ends with is popular, it also ends with Python is popular, it also with engineers Python is popular. So we can analyze like this. Okay, let us use this ends with method on this string 7 dot ends with. So look at here, this method takes suffix as substring and starting and ending position. These two are optional, and by default the string is inserted as the substring, but we can use multiple strings inside the tuple. So it takes tuple also. Look at here, tuple. Inside the tuple we can place multiple substrings or suffixes. Let us begin with the single suffix and without starting and ending positions. For example, popular. It returns true because this string ends with popular. Let us check whether this string ends with papu itself. Like I am reducing the length of this substring popular to papu. Let us check whether it returns true or false. False because it ends with popular. If I put pular or LAR, then it results true. Let us check. It results true because it ends with LAR suffix. That's why we are using suffix instead of string as the name to check whether it ends with suffix or not, instead of using the word substring. Okay, let us check with the multiple strings as suffix. Here we are using Python is popular and it results true because it ends with Python is popular. It also ends with the whole string. Okay, if at all, if we take, let us check with the whole string here instead of just the substring. Let us see what happens. Results true. Let us use the starting index and ending index, means the position of the start and end. For the substring popular, here I would like to use the starting position as 0 and the ending position as 60 because we know that the total characters are 54 in this string. So we got true because we are checking whether the string ends with popular between the starting index 0 and the ending index or ending position 60. If we use the ending position less than the total number of characters present inside the string, for example 50, the total characters are 54, means we can find total 54 positions for the strings. It results false because the total characters of the string are 54 and the popular is ending with the position 54, but we have provided 50. So if we go in reverse direction, 1 2 3 4, so at 50 pop will be the substring. Suppose if we replace this popular with pop, for example, then also 50 is excluded because the ending position is excluded in this ends with method. Let us check whether it results true or false. Yes, true, because this pop substring means within this ending position, that is up to here, the substring pop is finding and the whole string up to here, up to pop only, ends with the suffix pop. That's why it is returning true. If you use popu, for example, up to here, let us check what happens. It results false because popu becomes 51 characters. Up to here, popu becomes 51, means the total characters or the total positions up to popu becomes 51, but we are using the ending index less than the total number of characters in this string. That's why it is returning false. It ends with, if it has to ends with papu, then we need to provide the index which matches with the string which ends with papu. Okay, need to provide this index or position number where this substring papu ends with. So this is how the Endswith method works with string in Python. We will see an example on this Endswith later in this section, okay, strings section. Next we have start with method. Starts with. This method has the syntax string dot starts with and then prefix starting index and then the ending index or position. Here prefix is nothing but a string that needs to be checked, okay, substring. We can also call it as an substring. Start means the starting position where this prefix is needed to be checked within the string, and the end is nothing but the ending position where prefix is needed to be checked within the string. So this starts with method returns true, the boolean expression true if strings start with the given prefix, otherwise returns false. Let us use the string, this string once again here, and call it as an string 8. And use the starts with method on this string. Let us use the prefix as hi and without starting and ending positions. This method starts with also takes tuple to search for the substring whether the string starts with or not. It results true because it starts with the suffix hi. Let us check whether it starts with hi welcome. Hi comma welcome. Yes, it has resulted true because it starts with hi welcome. If we check only with the welcome without hi, let us check what it happens. So we got false. We do not provide the starting position and the ending position. The end starts with method will check the substring starting from the 0th index or 0th position up to the end position of the original string. Means for the complete string, within the complete string. But the substring has to be present at the starting position. For example, if you use the starting position as here at P, and if you try to use 2, then it results false. From this position, from P, for example, the starting prefix becomes Python. If you use 2, then it results false. We can insert the whole string itself as the prefix, similar to like Endswith. Then it results true. Let us check the length of the position, this position from here to here, Python. (21) means up to n, it is 21. 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 21 minus 6 is nothing but 15. Suppose if we use the starting position as 16 and the ending position as 54, the total number of positions present in the original string, that is 54. And if we try to find whether this substring or the string with the starting index or position as 16 from here P, from here to the ending position up to R, will this prefix Python is found or not? Means will this total string from position 16 to 15 4 starts with Python or not? Are you getting what I am going to convey for you? So we are checking from the starting position P 16, that is the starting position, up to the position 54, that is R. We are checking whether this sentence from the position 16 to 54 or string starts with Python or not. So here we are not checking with the 0th position. Okay, if it is the 0th position, then the starting prefix is high or H. But here the starting position is 16, so it starts with P or Python or Pyth, etc. Let us check what it results. Results false because we are using 16. 16 is excluded. Okay, so here, so we need to use 15. Still one more character. Before the P begins. Now this time we got true. So this is how the starts with method works in Python on string. So we are checking from here P2 up to R. The total number of characters are nothing but 54. What if we want to check between P2 yes up to here engineers? So let us reduce this to an say for example 45. 45 ends somewhere here. Okay, let us check whether it results true or false. Yes, it results true. So as I told you earlier that we can use tuple as a collection of prefixes to find whether the string starts with either any of one of the prefixes or not. For example, here I would like to use the tuple. Inside the tuple, we know that tuples are written within the parentheses. So we have inserted one more parenthesis to make it as an tuple. Hi, we are using hi prefix, and then we are using welcome, and then we are using h, and then we are using to. So here we are using 1 2 3 4 4 prefixes: hi, welcome, h, and then to. If we run this, we got true because we are checking whether this total string, original string, starts with either any one of these prefixes or not. It starts with hi, not welcome. So it has to start with either any one of the prefixes which are listed in the tuple. So here in our case, hi, this string starts with hi prefix, so it results true. Let us check. Instead of hi, I will put hi. This time, notice here h is the prefix, only prefix where this string starts with, okay, not to or welcome or hi, hi. It results true because the first element in the tuple is hi, which is not the correct element because the string starts with h prefix h, okay, not with hi, hai. So this is how we can use either single prefix or a list of prefixes to check whether the string starts with the given prefix or not.